All right, guys, how's it going? Welcome to BatChat. I know. How long has it been? Over a year? I'm not sure. But with me today here is my good friends and also another guy that you guys haven't seen in. How long has it been?
About a
Mr.
year and a half.
There we go. You guys recognize that thumbnail right there? That's Comic Noob Frank. Frank, say hello and tell us where you've been, man.
Hello, everybody. I've been really busy with school, really busy with life, and work and school. Honestly, yeah, that's pretty much it. Barely getting comics, but always get my Batmans, no matter what.
There you go. And thanks for coming on here, Frank. That was actually very surprised that you chose BatChat to I don't know, come back to YouTube, I guess, or
You know,
semi semi video making. I don't know.
I
At
would
least,
have chose a friend to come back, and I consider
uh,
you a friend.
well, thank you.
These other two schmucks, I don't know. I don't know.
Uh,
one's
oh,
a you know what fan, and the other one, yeah.
Yeah. So the only reason why I introduced Frank first is because I'm so rusty and I'm shitting my pants here. But anyways, uh,
Still smells nice.
right over there, guys, Mr. Can I say your Twitter name? I don't know. I like calling you Magical Matt. Just rolls off the tongue.
Sounds
hey
hot.
man,
Hey guys, Wednesday Cereal. What's up, Matt? How are you, buddy?
doing all right. Ready to talk some Batman.
All right. And I'm just getting sorry, guys. Just getting some tweets already telling us when we're starting. We got three viewers here, and of course,
Oh.
this show would not exist if it weren't for that man right there, Mr. Oddfellow's Thoughts, Travis. Thanks so much, buddy, for always supporting me from day one with this show. And if it wasn't for you, I swear to God, I would never come back and do it. So thank you.
Happy to be here, and you do fine. You do fine.
Whatever. All right, guys. New format. This is an experiment. I'm going to try something new. Remember last year or whenever I did it before, we were burning through a lot of books. Just it was obviously it was a monthly show, and we were talking about issues that came out in the beginning of the month, and a lot of them were just felt like it was a chore. So a new format. This is just an experiment. We're just going to talk about maybe 3 books, and the 3 books that we're going to touch on today is Batman issue 39. Well, technically Batman issue 39, but I know we're gonna spill into 38, 37. We're just gonna talk about Endgame and maybe Scott Snyder's. Let's call it a masterpiece, because I know I'm gonna get in shit for this, but
Not for me.
I'm just feeling this amazing. Like I mentioned in my haul video, these threads, everything's gonna connect eventually from the Owl's Death of the Family, even year 0 to now. So we're going to talk about Batman 39, always showing our love for the dynamic duo who was Gleason and Tomasi with Batman and Robin. Love talking about them. And we're going to touch on Batgirl. And if we have time, we'll just, whatever, we'll see what we want to talk about. So you guys want to hit it off? Batman issue 39, who wants to go first? How should we start this?
Start by the cover, I'd say.
Oh,
Let's look at the
okay.
variant cover, and let's look at the
Show-
regular cover.
Show your cover, Frank.
Oh.
Yeah.
Travis is holding the Harley Quinn variant. I have that as well, and I'm holding the regular Crepuscular variant cover. Sorry.
I gotta pick that one up. I actually like the regular cover better.
I do like the regular cover better. I'm a little
Yeah.
jealous right now. I'm going to go
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah.
I mean-
Go get that.
Yeah, I made this observation earlier off air that for some reason every arc that has the Joker included has for some reason Crepuscular shines on these covers, or the covers look fantastic. I'm not the Owls arc. The covers really didn't stand out to me, except for issue 1 and 2 were okay. Actually, I'm not a fan of issue 1, Batman issue 1, New 52. I don't like that cover too much. But Death of the Family is when the covers really started to rock and really just, had some, just stood out for me. And here we go with Endgame again. Fantastic. These covers have been fantastic. Or maybe it's just my obsession for the Joker. But issue 39, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say that's a good observation. Yeah, the first about 9 issues the covers were decent, but not that great.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were great. And then once, again, like you said, the Joker came out, they were really
I don't
just
know.
well done.
It's awesome. So issue 39. What'd you guys think?
Freaking loved it.
This is my favorite chapter of Endgame yet, so it was pretty good.
Can we talk spoilers?
Anything you want.
Okay. Yeah,
There's
it
no
was.
such thing as spoilers here on BatChat.
It was really intense. I do have one freaking question. When
I have lots
he's
of
in
questions.
when he's in the Batcave, why is he cut on his like right cheek only?
We don't see that. It skipped forward, and that's something I want to touch on. I had one issue with this issue. It was the time jumps threw me off a little bit.
Yeah, they
think
did.
I think we had 4. I think, if you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we had 4 time jumps. The introduction to this issue was probably one of my favorite inner dialogues written and spoken by Batman. I love the line when he says, "It sounds like I'm narrating my own funeral." And that symbol, the bat symbol, the signal, lit up in the sky. So right there, like I love, and it was upside down. How creepy was that? I just, that visual right there was like, had me thinking. My mind's been going everywhere. I have so many conclusions to this endgame theory. When I started reading it, I was like, man, is this like? I know I'm gonna compare it to something silly right now. You guys can laugh if you like, but do you ever watch the movie Carlito's Way?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
Carlito's Way with Al Pacino, where he's basically having, what's it called again? You know, where your life flashes before your eyes.
An epiphany?
I'm worried that it kind of read like that because of that issue where we see Batman kind of not knocked out, but something happened to him. I'm drawing a blank again. But it kind of read like that, like he's like life is flashing before his eyes, and that's what the narrating felt like. The inner the inner dialogue. It was just, I don't know. It felt like he was saying, narrating my own funeral. It was weird. I got that feeling, but I don't want that. I don't want it to be like that because I think that's, I don't know. I kind of feel cheated if it's like, oh, none of this happened. It was just a hallucination. I'm not a fan of that.
I don't think that's actually going to be the case, though. I mean, because the Zanel goes through, because to me that was the frustrating thing about the book is the fact how often we skip around. And it's like if you aren't really paying attention to when it says now or 4 hours earlier or an hour earlier and it's back to now and then it's hopping around so much, the story of now does move forward. You get that opening page where it's now, they're shining the bat signal upside down, and all that. And it does, time does progress as he's talking to people and stuff. But that really is hard to keep track of when things are happening.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Is that an effective storytelling in this place? Did it need to be told that way, or could it just been told in chronological order and been just as fine?
Well, I would have been fine with the time jumping if it wasn't for the fear toxin making it so that our view of reality is skewed. That's like 2 levels of like, where are we all at once, which makes it kind of a bungle to understand at times, I think.
Right.
The time jumps actually affected one scene in this book, which I'm surprised I didn't have a bigger reaction when it happened. And I think you guys know what I'm going to be talking about. I'm surprised Scott Snyder did not save this for the end. But then, when I study the ending of this book, I kind of know what he's not telling us, but I think he's just throwing us kind of like misdirection with the way they drew Joker in the last panel. But I'm talking about Alfred's severed hand. Of course, this is BatChat. We spoil the shit out of our books.
Jesus.
But hey, Travis, how are you? What's wrong? How are you?
Well, just you getting his hand lopped off.
Now,
That was so intense. I literally sat there for like 5 seconds. Was like, holy shit.
That's why I was still like, wait a second, you can't maim.
Yeah.
Alfred. Not like that. Come on.
Yeah, and that whole
you could dose him with tear gas. You could you can beat him up, you can drag him around, you can scare him really bad, but you can't delimb him. I mean, you can't take.
It's a huge metaphor right there. You just cut off my right hand. I
Well,
don't know.
Yeah.
sure.
It's amazing.
Clearly, he's playing games. You know, I mean, that's.
And I also caught something when I was reading it. After he severed Alfred's hand, which in the middle of the story, it caught. I guess it caught me off guard that I wasn't really phased. I don't know what's wrong with me. I wasn't phased by it. I was shocked. Like, so I read it. I went back again. I'm like, Jesus Christ, he actually cut off his hand.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, double take. Like, hold on, let me go back.
And remember the fight that Batman was having with that old owl in the beginning? That ancient owl?
Was that
One of the
the
originals.
Talon from the Talon book, or is that a different?
That is not the Butcher. No.
We
that is not
no,
the
we
Talon
have
from the
never
Talon.
seen this guy before.
Yeah,
He's
this
like
is a,
Oh,
yeah, this is a
I
new.
think I'm pretty sure in the book Talon, they unlocked in maybe Eternal or not Eternal, but I don't know. They unlocked like this big safe, and it was supposedly like him in it.
Hold on a second. I
I'm
have a
not
question
sure
here.
though.
I have a
It was a
question.
long
Here.
time ago.
I have a question here. You actually read Talon?
I have every single issue of Talon, and I enjoyed it very, very
Oh,
much.
gross. No, I'm
wow!
just kidding.
Someone else read that. I didn't finish it though, but
Zero issue was fantastic. Issue number 1 was absolutely amazing. Issue number 2, 3, I think I went up to 4 or 5. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So he's having this fight with this original Talon. We're calling him. We're calling him the one of the first, I guess. And it's I think Batman asked him twice, "Who is the Pale Man?" or whatever, and then
yeah.
it stops right there. So something when Batman recruits the rogues, which is like, what the hell? You see the rogues there, and he's giving them directions of what to do. He's telling them, okay, this is gonna go down like that, whatever. And he says, and one thing he says that I don't know, maybe I'm looking too much into it, but when he says, I'm going to put the syringe into Joker's back, and then ... his back. Like he corrects himself. Read that panel where he goes, I'm going to put the syringe in Joker's, then stops, pauses, and goes, his back.
I'm going.
So he corrects himself. So we have confirmation there that because of the time jump, Batman actually knows who this guy is, and he basically confirmed it that this is not the Joker.
You think?
Maybe I'm looking too much into that
Trying to find the
speech
panel.
bubble. But
Yeah.
read it.
I'm trying to find the speech bubble, so I.
It's when it's when the rogues just arrive and he's giving them directions.
He says, I need to get up on that float, get a syringe into Joker's spine, and then he goes, line, his spine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Does
and
that
then
sound like he's correcting himself?
Yeah, because and he's like, then I need to
He's
make it out of there alive.
Yeah. See, if the letterer or the editor said, hey, maybe they had quotes on that, like, air quotes, and I don't know, something. That's what I'm getting out of it.
Yeah.
What do you think, Travis? I want to pick your brain here for a second.
Oh,
I don't know.
I think what it might be more of, because they're doing this whole thing with the Joker where they're building him up as this mythological creature, he might be realizing that he doesn't want to refer to him as the Joker, but he doesn't necessarily know what to call him, or think of him as the Pale Man rather than the Joker, perhaps.
Okay. I got it.
That's what's been throwing me off, too, is the whole scene in issue, was it 37, where Gordon's looking through all those pictures.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he drops the cigar.
Yeah, and then he's like, no. And then you hear the creak, like the most creepiest freaking comic book moment for me ever. I was like, oh, shit.
That was a shout-out to Death of the Family, where he told him, I'm under your bed. I know everything.
I remember that line so much.
This is what I mean. This Endgame is it's everything. It's every single arc since issue 1. Like basically, he's touching on everything.
And I don't know if you guys noticed this. The one thing I have noticed is that in Death of the Family, Joker really gives him breadcrumbs of where he's going to be doing like his deeds and where he's going to where he wants Batman to end up basically.
Okay.
But in this one, it is very overwhelming because he feels betrayed by Batman. Like,
yes.
I was going at you as a friend, blah, 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 and then now it's like he's just like, it's overwhelming. Like, he's like, I don't give a fuck if you figure out what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Like, you don't matter anymore. And it's just...
That's what I mean.
It's crazy.
You're right. He's been
that is so crazy.
Since his debut. Sorry.
Yeah, he's just... he's just crazy. Like, it's just that's why Batman's like, I'm not used to this. This is something different. He's not the same Joker I know.
Good.
He's not playing. He's not playing anymore.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, well, I'm just going to go haywire. This is what I could have done. You know, I was being nice before.
Right.
You just didn't listen.
Exactly. It was a game before. It was like, oh my god, it's so cute. You have a mask, I have a mask. This is awesome. I'm fucked up, you're fucked up. That's what Joker was obsessed with. That's his infatuation with Batman, is this game. It's a game to him. And now it's like, it's the end. So people are saying that, oh, this is it. Batman is finally going to kill the Joker. I hate that theory as well. I hope that doesn't happen.
No.
I'm hearing whispers from people saying, oh, that's it. That's it. He's done. Did you hear what Scott Snyder said? He's never writing Joker again. You know, it's like...
That doesn't mean anything.
I know, but if people are actually saying...
That could just easily mean that Scott Snyder is going to be done writing Batman sooner than later.
But then again, if Batman kills this, if this Joker dies, then we know. If this Joker dies, then we know this is not the Joker. Because I never really... go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say with the horror theme that they're building up, I feel it's more likely that Batman would discover that he can't kill the Joker, and how is he going to deal with a threat that's on a completely different level than he ever realized it was?
Okay.
So are we going with the idea that that there is the potential that the Joker really is this mythological being, a la Vandal Savage, that he is?
I refuse to accept that for some reason.
Yeah, I refuse to accept it because, one, if he truly is in fact, and there was a shout out, if he truly is in fact the Red Hood, if he because he went up there, he goes, oh look, he kept it, he said that to the Red Hood. Why wasn't he the Pale Man then? Does it make sense?
Right. It flies in the face of everything that even in their own, even in these creators' version of the telling of his what we're assuming is his history, it flies in the face of that for him to be a mythological creature that's been around forever. Not to say that he's indestructible now. He could be whatever is inside of him that's making him. Because clearly, I mean, they stuck an axe in him and shot him and all kinds of stuff, and he still seems to be. I don't know. So. I don't.
To be honest with you, I don't know. Did they stick an axe in him?
No, they didn't. That was Gordon.
Yeah, that was Gordon. Unless he, you got to think of it this way, unless he replaced Gordon's gun while he was sleeping.
No. Oh gosh, I don't know.
I'm just saying he's sleeping under his bed. He's obviously been in there multiple times.
He just got shot in the back of the head with a shotgun.
Yeah, he got shotgun.
Alfred shot him in the back of the head.
That bugged me.
Wait, he shot him in the back of the head? I thought he shot the Red Hood helmet.
No,
basically.
Man. He's shot up to the...
Well, he's shooting shot. He's shooting pellets, and the pellets clearly hit him and shatter the Red Hood casing.
Oh,
but it clearly tears into him. You can see blood splatters coming off of him and everything. It's just unfortunately Alfred was shooting buckshot as opposed to a slug.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally see that now.
But
because I was sitting there wondering. I was like, why didn't Alfred just freaking blow the guy in the head? Just. Oh, dude, that makes so much sense now. God damn it, I don't know.
Do you think the Joker stole his hand? Because I'm just curious if that hand's going to show back up. Because after he lops the hand off, the hand's laying down on the floor, and then it shows him reach into his backpack. I don't know what he's putting in his backpack as he's giggling away, and then he springs off being all happy dance.
It's the hands from issue the cover from issue 37, the Love and Hate. So there's going to be another hand.
Oh shit!
Oh. Brett Grimes from The Walking Dead. I don't know.
Yeah, Brett Grimes.
I'm joking. I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't know. I just came up with that now. Um,
I never understood
did
that on the
anyone?
cover of that cover anyway. Why you
Yeah,
had two
that,
severed hands.
till now.
I mean, I'm sitting there kind of going, why are there severed hands? So just because it looked cool
Okay,
on the cover, I guess.
it's I
For me, there still feels to me like there's a lot of questions, and
I love that there is, to be honest.
I don't know. I mean, I appreciate John. He's working hard to, put it all together. I don't know if I'm feeling it yet.
To be honest, what do you guys think the end game is to you? Like, I understand that like you guys have a lot of questions, but I have a theory of what's about to happen.
Ooh.
well, look, can we just talk about one more thing? I want to talk about like the last panel. The last panel is when I actually dropped the book. I did not drop the book when I saw Alfred get his hand served off, but the last panel where I saw Two-Face in that picture is what freaked me out.
What?
It's
Huh?
Two-Face,
Oh,
but the face is on the opposite
Oh.
side. That's not the regular side that
Right,
Two-Face.
he's scarred in the wrong direction to be
But
Two-Face.
that is such a
Yeah,
shout out to Two-Face. I don't get it.
yeah, which is weird.
that
That's
is
what I mean.
fuck.
That's what I mean. They're doing that on purpose to just throw us off. I think I'm not going to pay too much attention to this last panel. It's the cliffhanger.
Now,
I
what about
guess
the ears behind him?
What's that?
the ears.
The ears behind. Look at the Joker. The last panel. Look at the ears coming out of his head, like painted behind him. Looks like ears.
Yeah.
Yeah,
little
like the
hat
Justice
ears.
hat.
Yeah, that's freaking. Oh god.
Wait a second. Turn that upside down. What do you see? No, I'm joking. I'm just trying to get stuff, but man, I thought it was a great issue. Like I said, the inner narrative got me. It was amazing. I love this tribute to Tim Burton's Batman, The Parade. Party, man, like I can picture Prince in my head. Mr. CDC mentioned that as well. It's like, yeah, it was just it was awesome. I'm dying here. I don't know what's going on. I want to know. I have a lot of theories. If I say them, I'm gonna sound ridiculous. But
Go
it's
on.
just-
Do we get to see the
main-
board?
Pardon?
Do we get to see the board of theories?
Oh god, that's done. No.
That's drawn on his bathroom walls as he's like, going crazy.
Because I
we
got a
haven't seen the
zero year.
bathroom.
All arrows point to Zero Year of the Red Hood arc.
I want to read
I
that
just
again.
don't
I'm
get
gonna
it.
read that again tonight.
Why did like how many issues was that Red Hood arc? Was it 6 issues?
The Red Hood arc was about 4 or 5, but the
4 or
last
5, I
issue,
think.
the last issue was like 64 pages.
Right.
Yeah. And that established that arc established that Red Hood is the Joker. That is their first. It was basically telling the origin of these two, Batman and Joker, like the biggest feud.
It
that-
does,
in
but it
comic
doesn't.
books.
I mean, it's been a little while, obviously, since I read that. But I mean, it doesn't clearly state this is the Joker climbing out of that vat of whatever. We just all
Well,
we just all accept it as that because we are accepting that they aren't going to move that far away from the origin of the Joker, right?
Mhm.
That's true.
Let me tell you, I got these scars.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I think
That's
it's. I mean, Go
I'm
ahead.
just saying, like, he doesn't really have an origin, so, like, there's a lot of room to play still.
That's the thing of the backstory after the main issue. That little like Tyrion, whatever that guy's name, Tinian.
Tinian.
His little arc at the end of it, at the end of these books.
Yeah.
They were really boring until this last one.
Yes and no. I kind of like those because I think those actually set the groundwork for this whole idea, the potential, not that I believe it, but the potential that the Joker is this mythological being, not necessarily immortal, but that there is no origin for the guy. The guy is a mystery because every single one of these stories, even this last one, has, what has it been? Everybody has their own crazy idea of what the Joker is, how he's come to be, and what he's all about. And granted, they're crazy people, but they're still just throwing theories out, just like we're throwing theories out as
Yeah.
as to what that is. I mean, I don't know how much of
Oh,
you know, we can look at the whole Red Hood thing and say, oh, that's the origin of him, but it could still just be him jerking everybody's chain. You know, him showing up in the Batcave and going, look at all the toys that are in here and all the stuff that I can kind of mess with. I don't, you know.
I honestly have a theory of why. Like, once I read this last issue, it kind of dawned on me of what they're actually doing, and I think I know what the Joker is trying to do, and I think I know what they're going to do at the end. And this is why it's called Endgame. I think that it's going to do something that I don't know if it's ever been done before. I don't have that much history into Batman, but like you guys might know. But I mean, if you want me to share what I think is going to happen at the end, I can.
Sure.
If not, then
Go
now
ahead.
I'm curious.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
okay. I honestly think that. So basically, this book is, and if you go back to Death of the Family, Batman goes up to him, right? Or Bruce Wayne goes up to the Joker, right? And he goes,
Yep.
"I'm Batman," and he doesn't have any like inkling of care that he's Bruce Wayne, right? And then in this book, they're talking about Joker at the end, and like the stories and the origin, like he's either this or this or this. I think that it's trying to show that the Joker is going to reveal who Batman is at the end to the whole world and unmask him and be like, why do you care where I come from? Why don't you care where this man comes from, the man that's like supposedly saving you, your savior? Why do you care so much about who I am? Don't you care who he is? And I think since he knows him, because there is a lot of hints there, and they're very like dramatic hints, like when he answers the phone, "Hello, Bruce," right?
Yeah.
Like, I think, and that's the end game, is that, you know, because they have in Justice League too, they have unmasked, you know, Batman to the Green Lantern, right? Like they're setting the groundwork for maybe he's not going to have his identity covered anymore. Maybe it's going to be like what we've seen, where people just know who he is, like it's Bruce Wayne.
Oh gosh, I hope not.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's ever been done, but like that's why this arc has been crazy,
Well,
and I don't take that out of there. I think that it's actually a real shot that it might happen.
One thing that bothers me is that another rogue knows Batman's identity. You know, I'm not really a fan of that. Even if Joker knows who Batman is, I love the fact that he doesn't give two shits.
Until now.
Well, if it is the Joker, and that's why I'm not convinced it's the Joker. I don't think it's the Joker, man.
So
But then how does he know? How does he know where the Batcave is, right? Just like at Death of the Family, the Fly, so to speak. How does he know where the Batcave is? How does he know Alfred? How does he know he's Bruce?
We're gonna see who is this guy.
It's Hush.
God.
Hush your mouth. No.
All right. Are we good with Batman? You guys anything else, or move along?
The last
Go
thing
ahead.
I had with those end stories is kind of what I got from it is they're building up the Joker as this myth of Gotham City, the way that throughout the Batman comics they've had those side stories with the kids talking about Batman being a myth of the Gotham City and like kind of drawing that parallel. And then you get the duality thing going on.
Yeah.
I want him to explain the Jim Gordon pictures that he was looking at with him smiling in the back of like the orphanages and all those terrible things, and he's like always in the back smiling. Like that was so creepy. I was like, oh man, how you gonna explain that?
That was
Photoshop.
Yeah, Photoshop. He just bust out his little iPhone. He's like, I did it here, haha. Giggle.
I don't know. This is it's amazing though. All these are all good questions. and I
So
love
it's
feeling.
literally this ends in the next issue
Yeah.
Already?
It seems
Right.
too fast.
because
Especially-
it has to end right because after this then the whole DC goes on the conversion stuff, right? So this
I have no
they
clue what
can't
that is.
they can't drag that arc open for 2 months, right, and then have it start back up again after a 2-month break.
And
Right.
this is Travis, this is a fantastic segue to our next book, if you want to talk about it soon. But you're right, you're absolutely right. I cannot believe that this is our second last issue. Next issue is the
Well,
last
it
one.
says to be concluded at the end, so
Yeah.
it does say. So the next issue is gonna answer it all for us, and then I will get back to you on whether or not I think it's a masterpiece. I'm having a blast with it. I've loved every issue of Endgame. I thought they've all been fun, but I don't know if I'll call it a masterpiece until we hit this final issue and what does it deliver at the end of the day.
I know. I threw that.
I'm excited. I'm excited for it though. Don't get me wrong. I'm super stoked for.
Yeah, I told Johnny this. I'm reading all the issues before the last one comes out.
Reading them
Like
again.
A marathon, man.
Ooh. Yeah.
Hey Frank,
What's up, buddy?
do we have any comments? Can you check for comment? I'm getting like stuff
I got you.
really slow here.
I got you. We got some from Read'em Steven. We got some from Hammer. He said that he took his pants off because I'm on, so he'll be back in like, what, 2 seconds? He's not that good. Read'em Steven said, I feel like number 40 something bad is going to happen to Bruce. Gordon almost dies. Alfred gets his hand chopped off. Bruce maybe unmasked in front of everyone. Oh, yeah. Loses a limb. He's like, man, everything's on the table.
Then the New 52 ends.
Is that what the convergence is? I don't know.
Oh,
We don't have to talk about it, though, but I have no clue what's happening. I haven't read anything about it.
But I was gonna go into another book, Batman and Robin.
Wow.
Fantastic. Like this is what's pissing me off right now. We're like DC is actually firing on all cylinders with my books, with my bad books, my beloveds. They're kicking ass with those books right now, and I don't want these arcs to end. I kind of feel like shit. I feel like more things need to be told, especially with Batman and Robin. You know, since like Damian's back, last issue felt like a swan song, and I'm only saying that because of the issue that we just got. Last issue felt more of like a, I don't know. It felt more. I got more closure out of it, and because this new arc, which this issue was fantastic, by the way, the Batman and Robin 39 was it?
9. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's still good. It was still awesome, but knowing that it's gonna end, I have a lot of stuff. There's a lot of questions, a lot of things that I want more. I want them to tell more. I want them to write about. And I remember tweeting this the moment Damian came back. Well, they resurrected him. I remember tweeting this to Tomasi. He never got back to me. But are we gonna finally get some insight into the relationship between Carrie Kelly and Damian? I was expecting a nice
Sure.
arc out of that.
Oh, that's they were touching on that a while ago.
Oh, it was awesome.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you got the impression when that was coming out and stuff that, and I can remember Tomasi saying that was a character that was going to be around, and I thought that meant more than just like a couple issues of her being around and they spin off into the Two-Face stuff and then she kind of disappeared. Basically, I thought that really meant she was gonna be around.
Exactly. It was kind of like, oh, she's going to be around. Hey, there we go, new Robin. Or I even actually predicted, well, again, another ridiculous theory for me was actually like, oh, watch this be kind of like the new Oracle or something like that, in the Batcave. But anyways, I love the character. They introduced her in the New 52. Pretty cool. I love her, actually. I didn't mind her at all. And I don't know, are we going to probably get a one-shot or maybe a special of that time period, because this little these little oh crap, water. Someone flushed the toilet. Yeah, I'm just wondering if we're gonna get this little space and time that Damian kept from his father, going to these lessons of these acting lessons or whatever. I want that. I just want to see more of that.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see that. I don't think we're gonna see that.
I don't think so either, man.
Yeah, clearly it's winding down. We know that there's no Batman and Robin after this stuff is all said and done.
Is it getting canceled?
Yes, it's done. It's done. It's done. There's going to be a Robin, Son of Batman book, but the Batman and Robin book is done. Will be done next issue. So, that kind of changes the way I read the latest issue for me, because I mean, this latest issue at the end of it, he's getting to go with the adults. He's getting to go with the A team to go and take care of something. And instead of it, I think if I would have known the book was ending, I would have looked at that as being this really exciting kind of the next step for Damian. And it almost feels like somehow this is a, the last lap around the track before you die or something. It almost feels like that to me instead, because emotionally I know the book is going away. I mean,
Yeah,
I know the character's not, and I'm excited the character's gonna be back. I'm clearly gonna, I'm gonna. I mean, I'm not a Robin fan, but I love this character, so I will be reading. Start out with anyway. I'll be reading the
I'll tell
new
you right now,
book that comes out. But
Who's writing?
I-
Who's
Frank,
writing?
Frank, I'll tell you right now. Do you know what's being canceled?
I know there's about 15 books or something like that.
Like Batman and Robin, it's being canceled, but the real, I guess, bummer is the team of
The
Tomasi
team.
and Gleason. That's what's
Yeah.
being canceled. That's what has us upset. Because they can always come back with a Batman and Robin book, whatever. They can try this Damian son of Batman book, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, sales are low, and then slap in the Batman and Robin, and Tomasi would be somewhere else.
But
It's the team.
Gleason is both drawing it and writing it.
Yeah. And
Frank, that's who's going to take over. The artist is going to do both parts of it.
Exactly.
Oh wow.
And I've never, ever read a book that Gleason has written. I don't think he's ever written a comic. I don't think he has anything published out there.
What's Pete Tomasi going to?
Pardon?
What's the writer going to? The writer from Batman and Robin. What's he doing?
He's writing Superman, Wonder Woman right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to have some other books.
And he's doing
attached to him.
He's doing the Batman Arkham Knight, the game book,
Right.
the game comic. So I'm gonna try it out because
Yeah.
it's him, and I don't know. We'll see what he does with that. But
I enjoyed the Grieve books when Robin died. I enjoyed that. Like I enjoyed those books. I thought they were very well done. But the Two-Face ones, I just couldn't. Like I really got bored. I know
Not
you
me.
guys really loved them.
Not me. I love those books, but I'm a Two-Face fan, so.
yeah,
No, I'm a Two-Face fan too. I enjoy him. I enjoy the character. I wanted Schneider to write a Two-Face book.
he probably is. Remember the last panel? I'm joking.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm kind of like, okay, but anyways, let's talk about this last issue that just came out. Sorry guys, I'm so rusty. It's been a long time, so I'm
Whatever,
just
man. It's conversation.
yeah, I don't even I don't even care that it's live anymore. I'm just gonna say whatever. But this last issue,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's my favorite parts. My favorite parts is Damian talking. I can maybe if Tomasi was on this Damian book that's coming out, I'd probably love it more. But it's just hearing Damian talk, interact, not just with Batman, but also
Everybody.
with Superman.
Shazam.
Shazam was amazing.
Yeah. Well, I loved it. Yeah, the whole stuff with Superman was great too. I mean, there's just I don't know. Maybe there are little things, and maybe I should shut up and let you talk, John. So go ahead.
I want you to go ahead. Go ahead.
I love his interaction with the adults. I mean, with Shazam, he knows that Shazam's a kid, right?
Yes.
And he's treating him as an inferior because he's a kid, and Damian is superior in every way, and he's just so condescending. And of course, Shazam doesn't really get that, that he's being kind of, whatever.
I love it. It's all going over his head.
And I love the fact that the other adults, Superman, treats him with great respect. Maybe not because he's Damian, but because he's Bruce Wayne's son,
Yeah.
and he likes Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne is his friend, and so
yeah.
he treats him with this level of respect that he doesn't. Superman's like, yeah, whatever to most people, right? Shakes the kid's hand, listens to what he has to say.
Yeah.
I loved it. That's just like the issue before this, where he swims down and talks to Aquaman. Aquaman's kind of the same way. Okay, you swam down here. I'm going to be respectful of you. I mean, I love that. I don't know. I think it's cool that, and to me, it feels like they're giving him that respect because he's Bruce's kid, and it's important. And the kid was dead, and Bruce did all this stuff to get him back, and it's a big deal.
I'm so sorry. I might totally kill the Kool-Aid, but he swam down to talk to Aquaman?
Yes.
He has.
Oh, that's freaking cool. Oh, man, I wish I read that.
Listen, this is awesome, Frank. Damian has superpowers right now, but the way Damian was talking, just his swagger, the way that conversation that he had with Superman or Shazam, he would have had that same conversation without superpowers. This is what I love about the kid. Do you know who I can compare Damian Wayne to? I compare him to Chloe in Rachel Rising, and I'm gonna wait for Matt's reaction right now.
I see what you're saying.
What's that?
I've never read Rachel Rising.
Chloe from Rachel Rising.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. I wouldn't have ever drawn that. That's pretty cool.
I see though. I see the exact same persons there. Like just the old soul, you know, the kid in the man's body. I don't know, because Damien obviously was raised by assassins, older people. He didn't have kids his age. And that's why, and it's also another interesting book I would love to see. And I know he had a 3-issue arc in Teen Titans. But I'd love to see Damien just strut inside, like, you know, Titans Tower and say, okay, my dad sent me here. What's up? I got to do, you know, like just shit like that. This kid's the best. This kid is the best. I love reading anything I don't know, anything this kid touches, like comic book wise, I'll pick up and read because I love it, and I'm so distraught that his voice will be gone with Tomasi Reed. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Because I read that mini that came out, the Damien Son of Bat, whatever it was.
Well, that was particularly.
Well, that I don't think you can use that as a judgment because there he's an adult and it's in the future.
True.
People are just throwing whatever at the wall, and I think that's more. I don't know that I would consider that a good test. I think that if we look at all the books that are written that have Damien in it, if you look at the books like that Morrison wrote, maybe it doesn't have quite I don't think it has the same sort of father-son magic relationship that's in the current Batman and Robin run, but a lot of Damian Wayne's attitude is established in that first run of Batman and Robin that Morrison did and whatnot. So I think other writers know. I think other writers know how to handle him.
Yeah.
When he did that little brief stint in the Teen Titans, he came across well there. So I mean, I think a lot of writers have him down. I think so. I think you're going to get some of that. I think whoever else takes him on. I think even Gleason. I think. Come on, he's done 40 issues with the guy.
Exactly.
I think he's going to get most of that down. What I'm going to miss is the father-son thing. Clearly, we're not going to get that anymore. That's gone.
Just like that scene. Yeah, go ahead, Charles.
But I think I think that whoever else uses him, unless they're real idiots, I think are going to capture some of that fun stuff that we all like about him. What I think is going to be unfortunate is I look at that cover of the cover, maybe it's not a cover, but the image that they put out to go along with the new book. He's walking along with a dragon, demon kind of thing going on. I'm afraid they're going to put him out by himself. That not only is it going to be a solo book, it's going to be a solo book where he doesn't have these people to interact with. And I want him interacting with all those people, because that's one of the things that makes him fun, is his attitude with all those people. So that's what I worry about, is that they're going to put him off fighting monsters or something, and that's going to suck.
I love his interaction when it has to do with family business. I'm talking about Bat Family. This kid is amazing when he's around. Jason Todd, Dick Grayson, Tim Drake, he slaps the shit out every time. I love it.
Yeah.
That doesn't add up for me. That doesn't make much sense.
Just, man.
It makes all the sense of the world.
Damien, like, dude, he starts like...
What's a pussy?
Loves it. I just love it. And, but one thing see, I lost my train of thought here. You were talking about Batman, Bruce Wayne, Damien having the father moments. That panel there where it showed them fishing, that was awesome. It was funny, but kind of touching, because that panel made me realize when I read Batman and Robin, I don't see Damien in his Robin gear. I don't see Batman in his Batman gear. When they're talking together inside the Batmobile or wherever they're at in the Batcave, you see the father and son. You don't see the the Batman and Robin persona. It's amazing. It's just awesome feelings. I just find it difficult to express, but I know how I'm feeling when I'm reading it. And yeah, you're right. It's gonna suck big time. It's gonna suck.
Yeah.
So is he going to lose his powers?
Yes, absolutely.
They already showed him fading. So
yeah.
He's gonna lose his powers?
Yes.
Yep.
We already got a sign when he was carrying God.
The goons.
See that? I love that. Grabs the signal like this, like I'm holding right now.
He's running down the alley, chasing all the bad guys out of the alleys, all the drug smugglers and whatnot. I'm chasing them out of the alley.
Oh, that's with the
that whole line. It's like, what are you doing? Nothing.
Yeah, I love it. It's stuff like that. It's gosh, I was gonna say another thing. Oh,
How was the arc of bringing Damien back? Sorry, I've not read these.
So good.
Yeah.
go ahead, Matt. You haven't said something in a while. You take it from here. Talk about that arc.
The Batman goes to, what do you say, Acropolis?
Acropolis.
Yeah.
Acropolis?
To take down Doomsday to go get his son back. It was just,
Holy
it was
shit.
so baller. He had to like round up the Justice League, get them out of the way, grab this badass Iron Man batsuit thing to go in and take down the hordes of hell, basically, just to drag his son's soul back. And when he does, there's this moment where he gets to choose between bringing his parents back or bringing his...
Oh. Fuck, I need to read that.
Oh my god, it was the... After...
Was that after the Two-Face arc?
Yeah, basically
right
everything but the Two-Face arc
That's
was
where-
amazing.
Yeah, that's how it ended.
Yeah.
So I think I dropped it right when the Two-Face arc ended. So basically, I'm
Oh.
an idiot.
The last conversation was he's standing above his grave and he's like, Batman, I think, goes to Alfred and, I gotta get my son back, or something like that. I don't know. Something like that. Or he said,
Well, because before right when the Two-Face arc is first starting out, the Grays get robbed, right?
Yeah.
And he basically says, "I gotta take care of this Two-Face thing, and as soon as we're done with that, then it's personal. Then I'm going after."
Yeah.
I'm going after But that part,
I might be going a little too off here. I mean, I don't know. This might be like my knowledge, not going on par with you guys. But is that what Batman usually deals with? Is supernatural things like that, like going into hell and going into like
Well,
drag souls
it's
and
not technically hell. He's going into Acropolis. He's going into where Darkseid's
yeah.
portal
yeah.
is where he's going.
Oh, okay.
So he's not literally. It's not literally. He's not literally going into hell. I mean, it's hell, but he's not going. I mean, it's not.
he's fighting those demons that his
Right.
army
It's not the
demons.
plane of. It's not the plane of existence of hell. Yeah, he goes there, and
Yeah. Sorry.
I never.
No. I just wanted to make sure. I was
Right.
like, that sounds very.
And before that happens, there's a whole run of issues where he teams up with a bunch of people again. To. No, it isn't. I guess he does go. But anyway, he goes there. One of the things I thought was funny about that whole arc is I never ever in my head ever thought I wanted to see a fist fight between Batman and Darkseid. It just never, it's not like. But that was pretty awesome.
And another key point here, Frank, none of this would have happened. Batman could never save Damian without the help of Red Hood, so just so you know.
We're like
Red Hood.
Luthor.
I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. Okay. Sorry, had to get that in there.
Troll.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Sorry guys, I had to turn off my Twitter. It was just getting a little distracting there. Just my focus is here right now, so I'm not avoiding you guys on purpose. It's just so please don't be offended. So that's it for Batman and Robin. We cool? We cool with that?
I don't want to.
I'm gonna go to my shop tomorrow and basically try to get all those issues back. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Fuck.
That's a chunk.
How many is that? Does anybody know off the top of their head?
I think you're looking at like a year's worth of comics. Basically.
Yeah.
Sweet. Just freaking put my hand down and just wipe them into like a basket. Like, let's go.
There you go.
All right, guys. I want to touch on the Batgirl for a second. For a
Awesome.
few minutes.
Yeah.
Do it.
Uh-oh. What, Matt, what do you mean by that?
I tried that Batgirl with the first issue of the relaunch, and I just I left her behind.
I did too. Well, I did.
Except for
I
the
didn't.
issues you bought.
No, I kept on going because of
You're a
they were
Batman.
annoying to read. But they were. I just wanted to, see what, like Travis. I just wanted to see what's going on.
It's no
Kinda
Spider-Gwen, but yeah, I understand.
Oh God. The moment that I kind of realized that holy crap, this is actually pretty cool was issue 37 when she saw that picture. I know I keep on saying this, but it's the truth. It's when she saw the picture of Batgirl sitting in the wheelchair. It's like cool, and this Batgirl reacted how how the heck does this person know who I am? So continue on to 38. Well, I don't know. We'll skip 38. We'll go right to 39 because that's what I'm holding right here.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know what happened at the end of 39, right? Everyone at home knows what happened at the end of 39?
Fill me in.
No, fill us in, buddy.
Travis, fill us in. What happened at the end of 39? He's good
So she thinks her roommate is captured at the end of the issue. She goes to rescue her roommate. Her roommate works for a app company that basically like a dating app sort of a thing, like a Facebook dating kind of a thing, and she's being held captive supposedly at the headquarters. She gets to the headquarters, and her friend is sitting in front of a bank of computers, and all of Barbara Gordon / Batgirl's life is scattered across all of this entire bank of computer screens. And she, of course, Batgirl rushes up and is like, "Oh, okay." And the friend goes, "You're Batgirl," and she goes, "Yeah." And then this face comes up.
Right there.
Creepy ass.
You know who that is, Frank?
That's Barbara Gordon.
That's Oracle, Barbara Gordon.
Well, wait.
Is it?
Wait, it never says, for everybody who's like, oh my God, they're making Oracle her own person. Never says that that's Oracle.
You're right. Okay, I'm gonna.
So at any rate, so she's face to face with a computer image that looks just like her, saying, "I'm Barbara Gordon, and I'm taking back my life." Part of what you don't get out of this book that to lead us up to this is she's slowly, as she's been going along. First thing that happens in the first issue, for those people who painfully read it, is her computer gets stolen, and her laptop has an actual. It's got a full scan of her brain because it's part of a mapping thing that she's a logarithm that she's got going on that's supposed to be so uber, and she's doing this thesis on it. But her laptop gets stolen, and she loses this information. It's gone. It's in the wind somewhere in the wild.
Sounds smart.
So that gets forgotten for a while. And every issue since then, little pieces of her identity have been kind of thrown out places. Like John was talking about, she goes to this art gallery, and there's pictures of a faux Batgirl, like laying in a wheelchair, and all this stuff that kind of hints at her past lives. And her boyfriend that she's been hanging out with keeps.
The guy that got shot by Gordon?
No.
This is the new boyfriend. That whole old life she drops. This whole new run of the book,
just randomly.
Right. It's a horrible transition between. I mean,
night
and day difference.
Right. First to the fourth.
So, but at any rate, he's like telling her things that she supposedly told him, and she can't remember that she ever told him that stuff. And clearly, she has eidetic memory. She remembers everything, so it's not like she would forget it.
Except when she's a blackout drunk.
Except for when she's a drunk, yeah. So at any rate, so you don't know really what's going on, and of course the implication is at the end of this issue 39 is that this is Oracle. That's what the internet is up in a uproar about. I don't know if that's the case, though, because simply anybody who has that logarithm can play her, right? But John, you've read Secret Origin number 20 or whatever, the 10 or whichever it is. 10.
Yeah.
Which gives us the secret history of Barbara Gordon.
I used to get those.
It kicks off right at the surgery, that thing they implanted in her brain, that is called the algorithm. Is that right, Frank? Did I say it right?
Algorithm. I hate you for bringing those up, yes.
Yeah. So, it starts. No one read this? Matt, you didn't pick it up?
No.
Nope, it's all you, buddy.
I picked it up, $4.99. Last time I checked, it's going to pay the water bill. It went up that price.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, it kicks off like she just had that surgery. That she gets this algorithm implanted in her brain that is going to help her walk. It's actually going to train her spine or teach her spine how to walk again. Okay, so she's in the hospital.
A lot of spines going on in the Bat world, huh?
Yeah. And this actually tells the story of the first time she actually met her friend Frankie in the hospital.
Nice. I like that name.
Okay. So she meets Frankie in the hospital.
Frankie's a
And-
she, just to let you know.
Yeah, Francine
Oh,
Charles.
even better.
Yeah, Francine Charles. The girl that we saw in issue 39 at the end, that was playing around on the computer, whatever, with that app.
Right.
That's it. So this is a key part. And now they're mirroring each other. The panels here mirror each other with. Here, I'm gonna read a little bit out of it. So I know you told me you love to dance. So it shows Frankie dancing and Batgirl's dancing, and it says just like me. Not so bad at sports, like me. So it shows Frankie jumping over a hurdle, track, and it shows Batgirl doing some karate, kung fu, whatever. And so much in common, but so much I can never tell you. And it shows Barbara, Batgirl, in a bat suit, like an earlier bat suit. So that's interesting. I found this interesting. Okay, so we get to see a little bit of the origin of Batgirl when she, found the Batman costume that her father kept in the closet. She puts it on, and that's how Batman discovers that she's. Batman finds her, and then that's how she becomes recruited to being Batgirl. After that, we get a nice little awesome panel of her talking to her father in breakfast, and then all of a sudden there's a knock on the door. She answers it, and it's the Joker, and boom, we know what happens. So we're gonna skip a few pages here, nothing really.
Gotcha.
And the panels here are starting to glitch. We're getting this effect that something's glitching. As she's narrating the story, it's glitching in and out. Well, now who's telling the story? Is it the physical Batgirl that's telling the story, or is it this computer version of Barbara Gordon that's telling the story? And once in a while, it glitches again.
It's a computer version, so it's her algorithm of her head.
This is weird. This is what's
Ultron Batgirl. What the fuck?
Max Headroom.
Yeah, exactly. This is what's freaking me out. Exactly right, Max Headroom. That's perfect. So we're getting these scenes. We're getting these. We're getting these pictures of whatever these captions from the newspaper. Miracle Girl, Barbara Gordon. Walking, coming off a plane from this awesome surgery, and now she's talking about. And then as she's telling the story, again it starts to glitch. Error. Something's coming up. This is my body, but it isn't me. And it keeps on saying. This is not my life. And it's showing a panel of the Birds of Prey. I don't know who I am. It's weird. So something's glitching. And then at the end, we get to see. It says, "I'm still Batgirl. I will take back what belongs to me. I will save this city from itself." But the speech bubbles are actually drawn as like a computer text. So. It goes from normal, typical comic book speech bubbles into a computer talking. It's like we don't know. I can't tell. There's a difference. There's a physical Barbara and there's a computer. So what the heck? This issue is just made me a little bit more angrier because I wanted more answers. But it's just kind of establishing a little foundation for us to go into 40, which is. I'll give it that. But for $4.99, I read 8 pages. I haven't read the rest. So, which is
worth every penny.
A Poison Ivy story.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. My God, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, and the Firestorm. So I'll read it later. I just wanted to get this. I want to soak this in first. So, but it's interesting.
So what they're doing is they're not taking away prehistory Barbara Gordon. They're adding an element which was never really explained, right? Suddenly we get the New 52. Suddenly Barbara Gordon is not Oracle anymore. She's running around. She had some mystery surgery, and we're just supposed to kind of take that and go, sure, that's cool or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, that's comic books and just let it go. Whereas now they're adding to that history. They're filling in that gap. It sounds like giving. Whether you like this version of Barbara Gordon or not, giving what I think is kind of an interesting story, an interesting piece of whatever, and clearly they're savvy and smart enough that they knew if they put a computer image on a screen that looked like Barbara Gordon at the end of the book, everybody was going to blow a gasket because, oh my God, there's Oracle, and people are worried they're separating two, and I don't think that's really what's going to happen, because I think that would be I think people already feel like there is a segment of comic fandom that think that Barbara Gordon already has been disrespected by this new version of her, this, I drink until I'm in a stupor, version
Blackout.
of Barbara Gordon. This would add such a level of insult if they were to actually have, I don't see how they could successfully write that without just, I mean, the internet rage is going to be so heavy if that's the case. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just can't see. I don't think they're going to do that. I just don't think so.
It's too rough. That's one character that's too personal for me.
Yeah. Right. Well, I don't think they will because that's too on the nose. It's too on the nose now to show that at the end. To me, I mean, the storytelling hasn't been awesome in this, but that's way too. I don't know. Yeah, I know.
What do you think, Matt? They're going to be working together. They're going to fix this glitch, and this Oracle program is going to work with Barbara Gordon. So she's going to actually turn on this switch to, I don't know. I read something like that too.
I don't know either.
It's weird that
It is a little weird.
3.5 years of New 52.
It's been that long? Yeah.
It won't be erased.
Is New 52? It's not going away after Convergence, is it?
Well,
No, they're just shifting gears.
They're dropping the title New 52 off, but the books are still there.
Well,
yeah.
Thank goodness.
You can't call New 52 like 10 years, whatever. Not even 5 years.
You can't call it 52 anymore.
Most of the books aren't around anyways in the New 52 original launch.
But it'll be. I mean, like I said, I'm curious. I'll clearly be buying the title because now it's continues to be a curiosity as to what exactly kind of damage they can do, or can they turn it around for me, or whatever. So
I'm on. I'm officially on. Since issue 37, I'm officially on again. I'm interested.
Who writes that now?
Pardon?
Who writes that Batgirl now?
Cameron Stewart and what's Fletchinger?
Yeah.
What's the other guy's name?
Chris Fletcher?
No, it's
not?
Cameron Stewart. Is it Chris Fletcher? Is that what it is?
I know Cameron Stewart, yeah.
Cameron Stewart, who is known as being an artist, he writes and does the breakdowns. He does the basic panel, breakdowns, and then another person actually does the art. Brandon Fletcher. And Brandon Fletcher also writes a couple other books. He co-writes a couple other books. So.
What happened to Gail Simone? Sorry for the random question.
She's off doing other stuff. She's writing Secret Six and stuff for other companies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I have like a massive thumbprint on my
I
issue.
enjoyed her writing. Massive thumbprint.
A lot of people did.
Disgusting. I just noticed that now. Look at how huge it is.
It's part of the selfie.
Is that your thumbprint?
Part of the selfie.
I'm like rubbing it off. I'm like freaking out. I hate that crap.
Well,
It gives you the willies, doesn't it? You're like,
If it's mine, I don't care. But if it's someone else's, I'm grossed out. That's the only thing.
Well, you're gonna have to dust it and find out.
I know.
I smell the fingerprints of scum.
That's all. I don't know. That's the only 3 books I mentioned I was going to talk about. Do you guys want to talk about anything else?
I know we didn't want to go too far, but given what we said in Batman, I just wanted to point out, even just from the cover, you could tell this wasn't Alfred's week.
Yeah.
Give us the rundown, Matt, on Eternal.
The rundown is 40 issues.
It is a rundown of 47. All right, so Hush is in the Batcave. This is first page talking to Alfred, who's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be Penny 2. But Penny 2's out having a buxom ranch with Catwoman. Then we get a little play, get to the last issue where we find out Ra's wasn't really the bad guy. Oh my god. But then we just start going through villains. So like Scarecrow's doing a thing, and then Batwing pops in, and then you see Batman and Joker, but it's really Clayface as Joker and some actor being Batman, and Red Robin pops in. These are literally like 2-page snippets. And then Blue.
What the fuck is the point of this book?
To make
suck
money.
your money away.
Then Bluebird is looking at Mr. Freeze, who's making ice sculptures in a yard.
Kill him.
Oh, I can keep my wife alive.
Then Batgirl does a thing. Red Hood's looking at a plank of wood. No, literally, she's there for fucking like half a page.
And does she have that? Does she have that new smile on her face that's permanently on her face that every artist does because they don't know what to do with her now?
No, she has the scowl. She's like,
okay,
no, I'll go. She doesn't like Penny too.
Oh, of course.
And then Red Hood does. He looks at a plank of wood. I don't know. And then
synopsis ever.
There's nothing else. Then Bane is a prize fighter in a mecha suit. Because why not?
Does he have the bats? He has the bat suit back on, huh?
No, it's fucking.
Exactly.
Bane,
exactly.
Bane War Machine.
They did such a horrible job with the Rogues Gallery in that book. It's just.
And then it ends with Hush going all 50 Shades of Grey on Alfred. It's the most, like...
No.
That's pretty fucking funny, bro.
No.
I just pictured the cover and he is going 50 Shades of Grey on Alfred. Use your other hand, bitch.
Oh.
I just want to know how it ends.
See, that's why I'm still buying it. It's just like, come on, just pull the trigger and get it over with, please.
When does it end? At 52?
No, I think it ends at 60, just to hate me.
Oh,
yeah, whatever it is. It's a weekly book. It runs up until, what, the end of March, so we've still got 4 more issues? Yeah, 4 more issues. Or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, so around 52. I think I'm...
Yeah, that would be 52-ish.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, I hope it ends at 52.
Oh, please.
I hope it ends at 48.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good at like I think 15, 16.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. When it first started out, it was fun.
And then
you get around about 29, 30, and it starts to really come apart at the seams. Yeah.
It just unwound.
Supposedly, aren't they bringing out another Batman Weekly?
That's what we hear sometime
Yeah,
after.
I won't be there.
No, I won't either.
Yes, you will.
No.
Yes, you will.
No, I have to buy a Wolverine Weekly now.
It's consistently the top-selling books, like in the top 25.
No,
It's
I'm not getting
Batman.
it.
Batman sells
I
for
was
unexplainable
so excited.
reasons.
I was so excited for this title, man.
Same here.
Oh god, I can't.
Yeah,
We're
but
all here.
It's not going to happen. I don't know. I mean, I know there are people who like it clearly, but I just can't think of anything that they could tell me about the next one that would make me get on it. I just can't imagine.
What if it was Damien centric?
Even
Damien's
then,
not in it.
Even then, no, I don't think I could because they rotate writers too fast, and the art is clearly all over the map because of it being a weekly book. Nobody can keep up with the art, and they don't cycle back through the same artist. I mean,
As long as Jay Lee's not in there, I'll be okay with the art.
Oh,
cool
good
is that?
man.
How cool was this?
What is that?
Oh yeah, it bites his tongue off.
Arkham Manor.
Arkham Manor.
Oh.
I haven't seen that. Yeah, I haven't read that.
Insane.
That art is really, really growing on me.
Yeah.
The kind of blocky, square, rough Batman.
Yeah. I think I had 10 speech bubbles and
Yeah. It's
huge.
just
Well, look at that. It's like
No,
every
no,
second
no.
page.
it's like one of like 10 splash pages there in it, I swear.
Hey Travis, what'd you think about the intro? That guy's freaking out. Open the door, damn it! Get me out of here!
Well, because that's
No.
playing. Yeah, that's playing back to the other. That's playing back to the Joker stuff, right? That's playing back to the Endgame crap.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah, because they put him in Joker's cell. I mean, Joker has his own number. That's the cell Joker's always in. No one else is ever in it, and they decide to throw this one crazy guy in it. And he freaks us out with. Then he's like, "Oh, no big deal. I'm a badass. I'm not worried about it." Then he goes to lay down in his bed, and he finds something under his pillow, and it's that frickin' Joker playing card. And so now he's like wetting himself, going, "Get me the hell out of here," because he knows I'm in his cell, and I'm gonna get killed if I'm in his cell. Get me out of here. So,
Yeah.
because Joker, of course, is in the first couple issues of this incognito
As the orderly.
because he comes back as this orderly attendant.
Yeah.
Did that surprise you guys? By the way, I'm sorry.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that character until I went back and I was like, "Oh, fuck!"
Right, and they introduced him in an annual written by a writer that's hasn't written a whole lot of Batman stuff. You kind of think he's just a throwaway. He's the person to tell the story through, right? And that's all he is. He's doesn't matter. And so suddenly they're using him. It's cool of them too.
And that's what I loved about the last the last story, whatever, after the 39th issue, the Joker origin stories, so to speak. How he was like, "Yeah, I gave you that origin. Like, you got your own story."
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Check out the panel here. Kind of looked like an owl for a moment.
That does look like an owl. That is an owl.
With him wearing his
It's
eye goggles and like a mining helmet almost.
It's Travis with a mining helmet.
That's right. See, I
joking,
knew there
I'm
was
joking.
something I liked about this guy.
I'm joking. No. But that guy was pretty cool. He's pretty creepy, man.
Except I would never bite my tongue off because then you couldn't hear me talk anymore.
I know. What kind of a sick world is that?
Yeah,
this guy's nuts, man. He'd rather bite his tongue off than talk to Batman.
That's pretty legit.
I just love that he bites the end of his
bite.
tongue. He bites the end of his tongue off. The end of his tongue falls into the snow, and because it's still warm, it melts the snow around his tongue as it's sinking into the snow. Yeah.
And Mr. Freeze is outside playing in the snow. It's too hot. It's awesome.
Seriously, he's throwing snowballs in the Batmobile. Yeah, he's just screwing off.
It's awesome. I love this book, and I think this is the second last issue.
No, there's one more.
Is that a
Yeah, second last.
Is that like just a joke kind of book, or?
No.
It's a serious book?
Yeah, they literally turn Wayne Manor into Arkham Manor. They literally, because Arkham Asylum in Batman Eternal falls into the ground. I mean, actually, a giant pit opens up and it falls into hell, basically. And so they need a new asylum. They need a new asylum, and so they take the city takes over the property, takes over Wayne Manor.
Oh, you could go from not sleeping into a mansion to not sleeping into a penthouse.
Basically, yeah.
Alfred, baby.
Yeah. And that's all I got for Batman, guys.
That's all I got too. Do you guys, before we end it, do you guys have any theories of what's gonna happen at Endgame? Like I did.
Another one? Another theory? Matt, you want to go first? Because since you've been so talkative.
He's been laughing at me.
I gave you the entire rundown of Batman Eternal.
I know, and I appreciate it.
And he worked in 50 Shades of Grey, so he's cool.
Yeah.
I just really I feel like the whole Endgame thing is going to end with them playing on that Joker mythology bit, whether or not it's actually a Joker play with him making them want to think that, or if they're actually going to go that route. I just feel like that's at the core of what they're going to. How are they going to do this in one issue?
I think he's going to go away. I think he's going to either, like the last time, look like they've killed him in some fashion, or he's going to get away. Somehow he's going to, and you're going to be left with what's real and what's not real. I think you're going to be left with who is the Joker again. We're going to go back to who is the Joker. He's not just simply.
It's going to end like this. I'll give you. Want a sneak peek? This is the last panel. You guys are going to see. It's going to be like this. See this cookie? It's going to be like that. You're going to flip. But instead of the cookie, it's going to be a coin.
Oh my god.
And then he takes off his Joker mask, and then he's DaCosta.
There's no mask. There's no mask.
You
Anyways,
really Two-Face, eh?
I have this little feeling it's Two-Face, Harvey Dent. Because Harvey Dent knows Bruce Wayne is Batman.
He does know Bruce Wayne is Batman.
And he called him Bruce. Because when
he does. He 100% does.
Yeah. And it's also when Joker picked up Gordon's phone, He didn't say, hello, Brucey. He said, hello, Bruce. So, I don't know.
Solved.
Solved. Cut it. We're done.
That's not...
Tell Schneider he doesn't even just ship the next book. Got it.
Matt, the moment I see you in Detroit, I'm gonna hit you with a steel chair in the back of that ass and record it.
Yeah, my only thing, my biggest problem with that, John, is that we literally haven't seen him flip a coin at all. And do you think he could that is conveniently cut that part out and not show us that? Because that compulsion, even though he doesn't need it, that compulsion is so heavy that.
Oh shit! Wait,
exactly.
hold on.
But remember what he did in Batman and Robin. What did he do in Batman and Robin, Travis? About that compulsion. Where did he exactly? And we didn't see where he shot himself. My theory was that he shot himself on the other side of the face. That is fine. So he has two. He has no Two-Face. But then again, it gets rid of the gimmick of Two-Face.
Right.
I don't know.
The coin isn't there. That's like the only big thing from
the
the
it is. They're dancing on it. They're dancing on it.
What?
That farthest back float. The coin is laying down flat. And they're dancing.
Let me see.
Fuck
yes.
me. Yeah,
yes.
No, you're right. Ah.
Because I looked for it. That's the first thing I thought is you got to show the penny. If you're going to show the other trophies, the penny has to be somewhere. Yeah, at the very back of the.
Yeah, no, I saw it now.
They're dancing on.
Good eye. Good eye.
So.
I don't know, guys. This is insane. That's all I know.
They've been focusing way too much on all these other mythological stories. I think the backup stories are a key element to the main story that's being told, and that's what I think it is. I think it's going to come down to, do we really know who the Joker is? And when it's all said and done, they're going to extract the stuff they need to extract to save Gotham, so they're not all doped up on, crazy Joker stuff. But
wouldn't you move after that? I'm out. Moving.
Yeah, you'd think.
You turned me into a zombie.
Gotham might be strong for their city and power through. That's the whole first arc.
I can't wait for the Endgame one-shots.
I decided not to get any of those, and now I'm wondering.
There's how many? 3?
That's not bad. 3 at what?
Is there only 3?
At $5.99 a pop.
Detective. Gotham Academy.
Batgirl. Why is there a Gotham Academy one? Why is there a Gotham Academy one? Just because it'd be nice to see. It'd be nice to see all these kids have to deal with the equivalent of a Joker apocalypse.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get that one then. I'm curious.
I'm not saying don't get it. I wonder if her mom will show up.
I know Johnny's gonna get it.
You know what? I don't like Gotham Academy, and Nate does not read Batman. He has this thing for Batman that I have to see him in person and talk to him about, and he loves Gotham Academy. I don't understand it.
It's the Harry Potter thing.
Is it?
That's what I think it is. The rest of my family loves the book. They think it's great. I'm like, whatever. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't care one way or the other. But it's the Harry Potter element.
Okay.
That's what we talk with you, Travis.
Yep, the man with the answers.
Oh, but I was gonna say, Detective Comics. I'm interested to see the Robin clique, the Robin gang.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That's their first appearance, so make sure you have it reserved from your shop because the speculators are gonna go to town with that book. Just be careful, guys. Make sure the readers get it first.
Which one?
I'm getting angry now.
Detective Comics Endgame.
Endgame one
because
shot.
after Convergence is over with, there's going to be the title called We Are the Robins.
Yeah.
And it's been hinted at that chain of events gets started in Detective Comics Endgame.
Matt, you're in pain. What's wrong, man?
No, it's just if I buy one of those one shots, I'm gonna end up getting all of them, and
get that one. Just get that one, my friend.
Snowballing.
Just get that one.
You know me. I have compulsions.
I know. But I'm gonna get that one. I'm gonna get them all. I'll do a BatChat after all of them. I don't know.
In a year?
Pardon? In a year? Yeah. Speaking of which, it's till 22. I gotta go. No. Are we good to go, guys, or anything else you want to talk about?
I'm good, man. It was awesome to be on again.
It was. I know. It was so. It was so. I know. I'm not. I'm not even gonna go back and watch this one. So rusty. I'm just so nervous. Had a rough evening, guys. I filled in my friends here. What happened to me? Um, I just don't want to talk about it. But anyways, but yeah. But are we good, guys? Or you want anything else you want to touch on? The Catwoman thing. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I wasn't. The debate revelation confirmation. I'm like, huh? To me, she's always been that. Had that thing. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with everything. I miss all you guys. I'm glad I'm semi back talking comics, not to the wall.
Travis, tomorrow you want to give a shout out? CRBT, right? Well, everyone knows. Why are you shouting out here? It's like who cares?
Anyway, yeah, Comic Book Roundtable tomorrow night, 6:30 Pacific time.
And
come heckle us.
I want to do a shout out because Travis totally promised to talk Deadpool with me soon, so that's going to be happening.
Yeah, that's going down, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, going down.
If you're a Deadpool fan, show up so you can listen to Matt talk about how awesome Deadpool is. If you don't like Deadpool, show up so you can hear me burn it to the ground. It'll be awesome.
That's gonna be awesome, actually. I'm dying to see this.
And Stacy might be in the middle. Poor girl.
Oh, what do you mean in the middle? No, she's a Deadpool fan, isn't she?
Yeah.
She is.
That's
She's
not
about
fair.
as big a Deadpool fan as I am, so yeah.
This is lopsided.
I didn't even know there was Deadpool fans.
Oh, I have more than enough hate to take on two lovers. Don't worry.
All right.
We're going.
Whoa.
No problem. I'll be watching from afar. But Travis, if there's any problems, just tag me in because I love the Pool of Dead.
Sure.
I'm kidding.
Jesus.
So on that note, can I wish everyone a good night? Is this cool?
Thanks for having us, John.
Awesome.
All right,
Awesome,
guys. Once again, if anyone would like to be on a BatChat, I will not be doing BatChat trailers on my channel anymore. I'll be just tweeting pictures. And thanks Travis for giving me a shout out on your What the Fugue. That was really nice, unexpected. Thanks, man. I didn't tell him to do it, guys. He just did on his own, which is so cool. But yeah, if he shouts out, you'll probably hear from him, but for sure you'll see it on Twitter. So yeah, if anyone wants to be on, just please contact me on Twitter, or yeah, actually Twitter's the best at @MakeMyMarvels. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. Okay, so with that, guys, thanks so much. Maybe I promise you next month it'll be a little bit better. But thanks for all your support and hanging in there, guys. Thank you. Hanging.